Hey, my name is B-Boy Tranquil and welcome to Tranquil TV. This is the 4th episode in the Dynamic Movement series. I'm really happy how fast this series is progressing, and I just want to say thank you for the people who've subscribed and liked the Facebook page. It means a lot, and thank you for showing your support. This is a move I mentioned in the Inspiration series that I said, you know, I wanted Firefly to teach me when I was younger and I had no chance of learning, and this is the move I'm going to teach you today. Hopefully you'll enjoy this episode. You know, this move is a little bit risky and it's not for beginners, so if you don't have the foundation there, you know, I suggest you wait until I do the beginner series. But for those who've been breaking a while, you can have a go at this one. It's a little bit scary, but you know, hopefully you can learn it, and I'll break it down enough so you can just, you know, you find it easy. This move is called the jump back, or it's what I call the jump back. I'm going to break it down into sections for you and little tips and ways to learn it, because it's not easy, but I'm sure you'll be able to get it. With this move, what you need to be thinking about is, you know, it's about conquering your fear, because that's the thing that's going to hold you back. The ability of it is not that hard, but it's scary, and you know, you just have to think, you know, be confident and trust in yourself, because if you don't trust in yourself, you know, that's when you're going to either wind yourself or you're going to, you know, you're going to hurt yourself. You have to remember one thing as well: the higher you jump, which is weird, is the lighter you are. So if you don't jump high enough, it's going to be heavy, you're going to land heavy. So you need to jump higher in order to get the light feel to it. So this move doesn't have many stages to it. It's more about just being, you know, just having the courage there and just, you know, I'm going to do this. I suggest to practice this on a mattress or grass, anywhere, you know, that's soft. But just remember that jumping small doesn't help you. That's just going to make you like a ton of bricks, and you're just going to hit the ground like hard. You know, if you want to learn this move and make it light, you need to jump quite high and, you know, not be afraid of it. Basically, you're going to get in this position and you're going to jump back and you're going to land on your hands. Now, you need to stretch your back out, so just give your back a nice stretch. You need to jump, you're going to see the sky. You shouldn't be able to see your hands. If you can see your hands, well, that's what you're going to be landing on. So if you can see your hands in this move, like other tutorials said, you need to follow your hands. In this one, your hands need to be way behind your head, ready to catch before, you know, before you hit the floor. That's what you're jumping onto, your hands. So you need to have the flexibility in your shoulders to reach back here. So what we're going to be doing is, we're going to get into this position here, we're going to jump, arch position, we're going to land on our hands, and we're going to lower ourselves down. So it's quite difficult, but there's, like I said, if you practice it on a mattress or grass, you're going to find it a lot easier. And there's a few little tips of how we can practice it. So what we're going to do is, I'll just show you the move first. Now, as you can see, it's quite a dangerous move. You do have to practice if you want this one, and you know, but it didn't hurt me at all. You know, it shouldn't have any pain, any knocks, any bangs on this move. It's quite a smooth move. You know, it's not something that should be painful at all. So the way to practice this is, you know, the best way, which I teach people to practice, is to sit down like this. What you do is roll back like this and get the hands ready there, and just get used to trying to get your hands flat on the floor just from that little roll back position, because that's where you're going to be landing. So try and get to feeling that, and you don't feel your hands are not touching light, they've got a good firm grip on the floor. So get to here, roll back, push, that's it, and get that feeling there. So down, push through the floor as hard as you can with your hands. Push really hard, because you've got about this much before your hands hit and your head hits, and in that amount of space you're going to be pushing really hard to slow all the speed down. So you got to think, you're jumping this, you could jump quite high, but you've got this much time to slow yourself down. So you really reach and push hard as you can, and that will ease you into it. So now, if I didn't catch, obviously it goes straight onto your neck, and if I didn't jump high enough, I want to land somewhere down here midway on my back, and that's going to kill. You don't want to do that. So you need to be careful how you do this, and like I said, jumping in an arch is the best way. So the move you need to learn before you do that is the kip up, and most breakers know how to do that, because you know, if you've been breaking a while, most b-boys or b-girls will learn this move, and if you haven't learned it, don't worry, when I do my foundation sort of, you know, how to break from the start, I'll be covering that move anyway, so don't need to worry if you haven't got it. But now you've learned how to get that strength in your arms and roll back. The second step is to do a kick up and roll back, kick up, or kick up, roll back, and then you're going to do the jump on the last one. Roll back, flick, roll back, flick, roll back, flick, jump. So that's how you're going to learn it, by doing it in that order. So remember, you know, roll back, kick up, roll back, kick up, roll back, kick up, and then jump. And the reason you're doing that is so you can get used to that rhythm and that feel. As you're doing the kick up, it gives you that arch in your back, and you're trying to do it in reverse. So in your head, think about it, how am I going to do that move in reverse? Because it's exactly the same thing, just backwards. So the more you do the kick up, it's giving you that kind of the muscle memory and helping you to remember how to do it. With this move, just another tip, practice your bridge, because that's going to help you with your catch. So if you lay down, get your hands, push, and practice this motion like this. That's going to get you used to when you need to do the jump and you need to land really carefully. So practice the bridge, and practice doing these slight push-ups in a bridge. That's going to give you the strength you need for this move. So that's one of the tips. And also, you know, mentally, just so you're not scared, when I do it, you know, there's no doubt in my mind, you know what I mean? I've done it, I've never crashed, well, no, I don't think I've ever crashed this one, because, you know, you've just got to focus and believe in yourself every time.
Who's that eight-legged invertebrate? Fly munching carnivore, star of your web-infested party wall. Hardly small army of a starting war on the human species. Bring your cup and paper, but believe me, I'm coming back to haunt the places for my race superior to yours. I'll survive a nuclear assault and all. I'm that super spider striding on your floor. Got you thinking twice before you enter or attempt to call for help, of course. My giant fangs are primed attack, inject the right amount to leave your vital stats and chances of survival slashed. Don't think because my tiny back doesn't have a spine attached, I will bite you several times until you're lying flat. You won't deny me that. I'm a tiny fly flying round your flat, spreading crap on your bedding after laying eggs in some infested rat, landing on your shoulder, flying past your nose and over Casanova off the skies. You guys are super slow. Newspaper rolled up, swooping low, we're trying to stop me. You can't swat me, try and spot and splat a tiny dot with every copy, drinking up your cup of coffee, regurgitating it, inserting I was Satan's gift to earth when God was making it. So blaze your citronella and spray your pesticide repellent for the insects and flies that terrorize your lives. I'm guessing out.
You know, with this move, remember just to take your time with it, you know, and practice it on somewhere soft. And the more you practice this, you know, the more you're going to be able to get confident and jump higher. The more higher you jump, the more impressive it's going to be. And, you know, that's like what I said, dynamic move, because as well, you know, you don't see that one coming. You know, you don't expect someone to jump back, especially not to flip and land on the hands, or, you know, you're going right to your back. So it's quite an impressive move to do, and, you know, it really gets the crowd, you know, excited and, you know, like, you know, shocks them. So it's a good move to have. It's just about to start raining. It's already coming down a little bit, so I've got to bounce. Sorry this episode was a bit shorter than the others, but obviously I ain't got waterproof gear and stuff like that. This ain't step up 2, so, you know, I've got to bounce out. Hopefully if you enjoyed this lesson, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.